Well, what's up? My cookie, leave it alone. Well, it's October 5th, 2013. I'm taking a break from yard work, enjoying Mama's cookies. And this is the view out in my backyard. That's Mount Charleston up there. Up there. Blink, blink. And we lived here now for almost 10 months. Yeah, going on 10 months. And excuse me. When we moved in here, the place was really neglected. What was left of the yard was pretty much burnt. A lot of weeds, a lot of overgrowth, and I worked pretty diligently on trying to clear some of the stuff until it got up, May in the triple digits. It just got too hot to work out here, so. And I realized I didn't take any video here, so let's I take you to the back 40 here and show you what it looks like back here, and it's pretty much what it looked like. This whole piece of property is just over an acre. It looked like when we moved in here. So I'll show you what I've done so far. So I'm in the backyard, facing east, and yeah, that's pretty much. It's entire. The whole property's fenced in, but that's pretty much what it looked like. At one point, there was a lot of, a lot of trees that were planted and cultivated back in there, all dead. And here's the well house. I got to rebuild that. And there's what's left of the sprinkler system. I ripped all that up. But that section of yard over there, I'm trying to see the viewfinder, where I got my windmill post, I cleared that up. There's an inner perimeter fence. You can see the chain link fence there. And I cleared that out back in June, May and June, or actually April and May, I think. I cleared that out to the end of the fence, and then my folks were in town this past week. They flew in Monday night and they flew out Friday morning. But Dad helped me clear this half out. Of course, except for the palm tree there, which is about in the middle of my leach field. I don't water that at all. That's just watered by the drain field. So, yeah, we cleared all this out up to that pile of ash right there, and then I cleared this out yesterday to that pile of ash there. But this is the back 40, and now we'll walk into the backyard, the inner sanctum. Now, when we moved in here, you can see the stumps there. There was 3 pine trees, 1, 2, and there was a fence that was in line with this fence line. This was all a dog run, and I'm working on getting all these stones and stuff out of here. I want to pour a slab in here. Now this is an outdoor work area. I'm gonna build a shed roof here so that I have protection from the sun, so I can be out here in the summertime. This is pretty much what the whole backyard looked like at one point in time. Working to get these out of here. Pulled half of this yard of this stuff, this rock. Pulled it out by hand with a shovel or rake. Yeah, and I got this half done. You can't even see it in the viewfinder, but this is my fire pit. Where this fire pit is, you see that god awful looking tree right there, and that one right there. Those are indigenous. They're thorny. They're butt ugly as far as I'm concerned, especially in the fall when the leaves drop off them. But I decided to leave those in place because they kind of bookend the property back here, and I just don't feel like cutting them down. But there was one here that was about, take those two trees, put them together, and that's how big this one was. And first thing I did was pull it out of here, and there was a tree down in that hole. I gotta fill that hole in. You see that tree there died. I gotta pull that one out. There was a tree there. There was a tree there. There was a tree there. So I might end up thinning some of this out, but I built that fake well. I gotta finish that too. I gotta pour kind of a liner in here. My son put those blocks in there. But that was just sticking up out of the ground just like that. There was another one up by the house where that little fake pump thing sitting on that scale. I cut it down and poured that slab around it. Yeah, there's a spigot underneath there, and that's the main shutoff valve to the house. And then there's a tee off of that. It goes to that anti-siphon valve that feeds the sprinkler system that's not existent right now to the backyard, and then it goes up where that pipe is right there, and it'll go to the manifold to the front yard. This is all that pile of rocks there used to be all back here. Wheelbarrow. There was I can figure out how to. Oh, it doesn't do anything. There were 5 rose bushes back in here, and this is on the south side of the house. I'm gonna put a solar furnace on that part of the wall there. Start to dig a trench. I gotta bury some conduit for my windmill and get that thing hooked up. And here's the front yard. I got this all tilled out. That pile of rock used to be back here, and I'm gonna fill that with concrete. So that's gonna be a patio with probably some kind of covered area there. My wife loves the pine trees. I think they make good firewood, but I'm gonna leave them. Happy wife, happy life. This tree turned out to survived. I mean, it looked like it was dead. See, there's some dead wood on that one. I haven't watered that one at all this year, but it hasn't died yet. Amazing. Fixed my flagpole, but back in April, my dad helped me move a good portion of the, see that pile right there, and part of that pile in the back there, all the big rock that came from around the perimeter. You can see they had it all around the perimeter of the fences, around all the trees, up against the house. But but there was probably from that red rock there, probably out to, I don't know, 10 feet or so. This was all that river rock, and the two of us shoveled it out of here. We restructured this dry riverbed dealio here, moved all these rocks over to here. And we did a lot of work back here. I'll tell you what, my dad's 74 years old, and last April he made me look like a straight up chump. he worked me to death. And he's starting to slow down a little bit now, but he can still hang. Well, there's the homestead. Still got a lot of work to do. I ain't not even gonna worry about that over there. There's a lot of work here. But I'm gonna end up cutting in a road off the cul-de-sac here. Going right. Put a gate through that fence, so there's a road running through the backyard there. I don't want to have to run equipment and stuff across that leach field. Seems like an unprudent thing to do. I got a mess of rock here. Now I gotta move all this stuff, put it in the road. Believe it or not, that ground is hard digging. But eventually, this entire piece of property is gonna look like a beach. And I can start hauling in dirt and gravel and cleaning this place up a little bit. Make it look like something. So, oh, right in the sun. That was smart. Hi, Nikki. So that's what we're working on today. Just taking a little break, enjoying a cookie. And a Diet Coke. Sitting on my porch. Look at my view. Have a nice day.
What's your problem? Why you keep clawing on me? Hmm? What? Hmm? What? Oh. Hmm? I didn't even tell them that Kyla wants me to have lunch with her. I didn't mention anything, so. Why are you filming yourself eating a cookie? Retarded. I think your brain is baked.
See, I got to put up with.